Well, this is mile marker Mike coming at you from Tucumcari. I stayed here as I was going to Arizona at the Tristar Inn, and the whole trip was really great. I'll give a final report at the end of at the end of my ride as I download and edit my ride. Going there and coming back. Um, Last night was very hairy. I was looking at my phone when I was coming into Santa Rosa, and it was showing light rain to Tucumcari. I still had 45 minutes worth of daylight, and the clouds looked like they were moving off in the distance, and everything was good. And I was still doing well. I had 20 miles left to Tucumcari, and all of a sudden it just became dark, and then the lightning started coming all around me, and then it started raining, and then it just dumped probably 2 inches in like 10 minutes. And truckers were passing at still a high rate of speed. It was splashing water all over me to the point where I could literally not see 15 feet in front of me. So I pulled off the highway. It was still coming down, lightning and thunder all around me. It was like Damnation Alley. And I put my thumb out, trying to get cars to pull over so that way they could at least have their four-way flashers behind me so that I could still travel slowly to get off the highway, but nobody pulled over. So it got to the point where an 18-wheeler was coming along, and he kind of came over into the shoulder and came within about 2.5 feet of hitting my motorcycle. I had my four-way flashers on and everything. So then I decided at that point it's not a good place to be, and I started to go down the road, hoping and praying that I wouldn't have a trucker come up behind me and hit me in the backside. And I was going along about 10 miles, 20 miles an hour with all this traffic coming up behind me, going around me and stuff. So what I'm trying to say is that for those out there, if you could get this word out, if you see a motorcyclist in distress and he's in heavy rain and wind, don't go flying past them, truckers, cars, whatever. At least give us a courtesy to slow down and go around us like 5 or 10 mile an hour instead of splashing big water puddles on us and stuff. I just want to give a big shout out to the family or the couple. When I finally got off the highway, I pulled up and they brought me into their vehicle and gave me towels and coffee and everything to help me be able to overcome my cold. I was freezing. And I'm gonna contact all my vloggers that I keep in contact with on YouTube, because my channel, I'm just new. It's hard to get my word out. So I'm gonna text out to all the ones who get a lot of hits, that maybe they can talk about my experience, and maybe they've had similar experiences and stuff. But it was a very dangerous situation. I'm really surprised. I really gave myself probably a 50-50 that I was even gonna make it this far without somebody running in the back of me or something like that. So anyway, to all you out there, you can see all around me that the weather's nice, but sometimes those storms can come upon you. And the weather was so bad that I was trying to look for a bridge to pull under, and the visibility is so bad that I literally went through under bridges that I could have stopped at, and but the visibility was so bad I was already past it before I even could have stopped. So it was an ugly situation. I'm sorry if I scared anybody in the family or anything like that, but I never want to go through that ever again. I had my radar up, and the radar was showing the storm that was leaving and leaving the area with very light rain, and somehow it came back full circle. So other than that, the ride was stupendous. You'll see a lot of that, and this video here will probably be part of episode 17 or 18. before you realize that the end of my ride, that it was something else. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. A lot of people say, well, don't ride motorcycles, they're too dangerous. But they're not technically dangerous if you are respective of them. It's like having a gun. It's just sometimes if you're not paying attention to weather around you and everything, things can creep up on you. So I wouldn't say it's a motorcycle, it's a bad thing. It's something in which, in my strong opinion, is that don't ride at night. I mean, once it starts getting dark, just get the heck, and if there's light rain or anything, get the heck off the road and try and find some place for refuge. And then try to evaluate what your next step is, whatever you have to do. But anyway, I won't make this lengthy. Thank you for being with me on this ride, and all those that are concerned. Mile Marker signing off.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Well, hopefully none of my mics got waterlogged where they don't work. Welcome aboard. I'm at Tristar Inn. I gave you a little rendition of what I just went through last night. Talk about an experience I hope that nobody goes through, even in a car. There was peep cars, trucks, 18-wheelers all pulling off the road. It was that bad. Anyway, we got this restaurant here in town. They have Denny's and all this other stuff, but if COVID ever taught me something, it's supporting your local businesses like this place here. He was pretty busy during the summer, but he's really kind of dried up business-wise during this time of year. So I definitely, anytime I come through Tucumcari, this will be my stop whenever I go to when I'm going to Arizona or coming through late at night. Need a place to stop. He always has really good prices. So anyway, we're gonna go down to a place called Kicks. All right, we're gonna go check out real quick. Have a safe trip. Yeah, good thing I didn't have my GoPro up. When I hit that rain, because I've got it set up to it's kind of open on the side so I can plug all my external power in, and if water gets in there, it's a done deal. Anyway, we're going down the same road, Route 66, through Tucumcari, and we'll be stopping at a place called Kicks. They have 4.6 stars, so I'm expecting good food, so we'll see what we get. Made a wrong turn and it was just right here, so America's Kicks on 66. I'm just gonna park down here. I've got about 2 hours of this card left, so I can still video a little bit on the way home. Anyway, bike's in good one piece. No two major events, I guess. My skills of motorcycle riding got me through the night. That's why if you're a novice, start out on a smaller bike, work your way up, man, because you get in the kind of weather I was last night. It can get real ugly if you don't have total control of the bike. Anyway, America's Kicks on 66 on Main Street. Coffee shop and eatery. 4.6 on the ratings for this place. So let's go on in and get something to eat. So it's got to be good because it's got my YouTube channel on it, mile marker favorites. Anyway, this place is pretty busy, as you can tell. That's why it's got such high marks. The 2 seconds of fame, so.
I'm usually on the commercial.
Kind of cool place. That's what I like about this Tucumcari. They got a lot of cool stuff. So anyway, I was looking at the menu. I'm gonna get the 66 egg Tristar band. I can't even pronounce that. Corn fresh eggs, hash browns, grits, either bacon, ham, or corned beef hash and sausage patties. Anyway, we'll see how we go. They have little pictures of people that have drew things. Looks like some kids kind of drew a few things too. Well, got out of the restaurant, got in there about 10 o'clock. Got the food about 10:45. It was a little bit of a wait, but you can kind of see how busy they are. The food was really good. Highly recommended. Scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10, or even a 10 plus. And but if you're in a hurry, it's not the place to go. You just go to a store and get you a burrito on the go. So, but if you want some good food, that's the place to go. Okay, I'll take us out to the edge of town. Then our next stop will, as I come back through the towns, I'll just do a real quick video as I go through it. I think Tucumcari is going to be my stop from now on for food and place to stay. Logan's pretty good for staying too, so if I fall 25 miles short of getting here, or I'm real tired, oh crud, look at that storm coming my way. Please, 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 please. Let me get a certain amount of distance down the road before you dump on me again. I want to make it home. I don't want it to stay another night. Once I make this turn, you've seen everything up to this point coming in. Forgot to put my deflector down. Anyway, check on the other side.
There's a lot more rain in Houston than I ever thought, and the dogwoods of Virginia are blooming in my heart. Oh, but if you ask me which I'd choose, I will always say I choose to be where you are, 'cause you're my favorite place. Texas sky. Day one I had a crush on you. Your smile told me you were something new. I'm acting like a fool, doing things I never do. I can't seem to concentrate. I'm thinking about the way you say my name. I haven't slept in days. You are keeping me awake. I can't explain. You just give me butterflies. I can't deny. You do something to my heart I have never felt. Something to my heart I can't figure out. You do something to my heart. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, you do that something to my heart. Haven't been this excited before. You said I'd like to get to know you more. Showed up with flowers at my door. I am smitten to the core. I can't explain. You just give me butterflies. I can't deny. You do something to my heart I never felt. Something to my heart I can't figure out. You do something to my heart. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, you do that something to me. Yeah. One minute you got me going deep, the next I'm laughing uncontrollably. Just when I thought I would never find someone, you came into my life. You did something to my heart I have never felt. Something to my heart I can't figure out. You did something to my heart. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, you do that something to my heart I never felt. Something to my heart I can't figure out. You do something to my heart. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, you do that something to my heart.
refill tank of gas. Next stop would be Liberal. The Arizona tour has been one of the greatest accomplishments of my ride to date, being able to see so many of the cool different things that are out there. Being able to come across so many different things along the highways and the byways, enjoying my ride with Sherman Anderson and Jim Perkins. At certain points where I actually had to ride by myself, but and experiences that I had along the way. As I traveled down Highway 54 heading Arizona, I looked at a lot of different history of what 54 had to unfold. So as you follow my initial departure out of Wichita to Arizona, I tried to really get deep into the history of 54 and different places that I went. So one of the cool things about Highway 54 is it bisects Highway 40 and 35 to Wichita. It's a slower moving road and a lot of small, really cool communities, special places to eat, and places and things to see. It's kind of like being on Route 66 because of some of the cool things that you come across, and the really cool down-to-earth type people that you come across as you're riding your motorcycle down this particular highway. So as I complete my ride, I'll complete the end of this with a final video talking about some of the cool things that we did, some of the things to be very careful with as you ride down the highway, and situations that came across. It's been a very good ride, and I'm looking forward to next year taking a ride up through Jackson Hole and Yellowstone on the way back to my hometown of Idaho Falls. And Arkansas is the state that I'm mapping out for some of the really cool roads to go through. So those are a couple of things in my bucket list. As Arkansas, see some of the really cool mountains and the roads and everything. Idaho, to experience some of the roads that I have never experienced on a motorcycle before. So anyway, it's been a wonderful ride. It's been late getting this video out because I had health issues that put me in the hospital for 3 or 4 days with about 3 weeks worth of recuperation. So in case you're wondering why this was so late getting out, I'm finally got my health back in check. So
Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this ride as much as I have, and during the remaining part of this, we'll have a little bit of music, a little bit of commentary along the way, and I hope that those that follow my channel will absolutely feel that they've enjoyed some of it as I've improved my videos and other things and music and stuff. So thank you for coming with me on the ride. This is for my posterity as well, so that way it's something that I can leave behind, you know, when this life is at an end, so that others can see what Mike Dunlop was all about, mile marker Mike, just enjoying life and enjoying motorcycling, and just getting the maximum out of life that life has to afford. And anyway, thank you for all my family and friends out there for supporting me and being a part of this ride. And I hope to continue to do a lot more rides in the future. Anyway, like I said, Jackson Hole, Yellowstone, and Arkansas next year, so hold on to your hats. I can't wait for summer to come again so we can plan that ride. At this moment, or at this time, we'll bring on music and other things and just kind of let you just enjoy the scenery as we complete out this final chapter of this ride.
Well, ladies and gents, I had probably 75-80 miles that I didn't record coming back, you know, like towns I was going to go through, because this is about 40 miles from Liberal. Lo and behold, the weather went south on me. I had like flipping the looked like I was going to have rain. It looked, and then especially at Liberal, I had 40-mile-an-hour crosswinds, and that's hard enough just holding your helmet on your head without having to try and do a video too, and trying to handle the motorcycle because you got 40-mile-an-hour crosswinds. Your bike's kind of like, you know, going all over, kind of like, but not real bad, but enough to where you got to pay attention, have both hands on the controls. So anyway, for what remaining sunlight I do have, I should more than make it without being in the dark. Next stop, Pratt Kingman, and then I'll go through Cheney on the way home. At least one thing I learned, for some reason the bike kind of tipped a little bit and it just landed on those sidebars that is designed to protect the bike. And it didn't take hardly anything at all to get it back up. I've always had people say, have you ever laid over your bike or anything like that? Was it pretty easy for you to pick it up? And that's how I says, am I supposed to lay it over? Well, to be honest with you, I wasn't paying attention, and I did. Not really far over. It only went over about 25 degrees. 20 maybe, 20, 25. I had my steering wheel turned the opposite direction for some stupid reason. And then when I went to just rest my foot on the backrest, and all of a sudden it's just really weird. I went to go reach for something, and then it just like that easy just went right over. So
like sharpened stones, I feel them cut me to the bone. You say you're on your own, this isn't your home. I've heard it all, but I know you can tear my heart until it breaks, until it breaks. You have left your scars. I feel the weight, I feel the weight. You have gone so far, but I still find love is stronger than hate. I found the beauty in the rain. I found the hope inside the pain. You say don't have a chance, it's out of your hands, but it's only shown me who I am. You can tear my heart until it breaks, until it breaks. You have left your scars. I feel the weight, I feel the weight. You have gone so far, but I still find love is stronger than hate. Until it breaks, you have left your scars. I feel the weight, I feel the weight. You have gone so far, but I still find love is stronger than hate. You see it in my face, the part of me that's searching for my moment and my place beneath the sun. it's enough. I know one day I'm gonna find it, but everyone until then, I'm still looking for my home. My home, my home, I'm looking for my home. My home, I'm looking for my home. Looking for my home. A picture in my mind, a memory that will never fade. It haunts me in the night and takes me back. The house was warm and clean. I always felt safe inside. My heart still has a piece there in the past, and I'm still looking for my home. My home, my home, I'm looking for my home. My home, I'm looking for my home. Looking for my home. I know someday I'm gonna find it, but everyone until then, I'm still looking for my home. My home, I'm looking for my home. My home, I'm looking for my home. Looking for my home. And I'm still looking for my home. I still remember looking up and counting every star with you. At 15, we're so sure we know who we are. I knew that you were all I would need. Happiness was between your eyes and mine. And if I'd fall, you would be right beside me to bring me to life again. It's been so long since that Texas night. We're growing up, we cut our teeth. We learn that love is not so easy. We're growing up, we're chasing our dreams. We find that life's not what it seems when we're growing up. When we're growing, I still remember looking up and throwing all our hats so high. Diplomas clutched inside our hands, we're partying the night. Oh, and it was all I would need. Happiness was between my dreams and my feet. And if I fall, they be right beside me to bring me to life again. It's been so long since that Texas night. We're growing up, we cut our teeth, we find that love is not so easy. We're growing up, chasing our dreams, we find that life's not what it seems. When we're growing, I've learned through the bittersweet to hold the roses in between the thorns, to rise up with broken wings and press on even when it seems the storms will throw me down. 'Cause we're growing
Stopped in Pratt to get gas, use the bathroom, my final tank before getting home. I got about an hour's worth of daylight. We're probably gonna hit it right at sunset or a little bit after dark. Hopefully, I don't like riding after dark. Nice having the sun at my back instead of the other way around.
Time can heal or it can break. A man beneath a subtle weight, as the ideas are slowly fading, I keep walking through the gray. Take the letters that I've sent, the pile of broken promises, and throw them out into the wind. I'm not coming back again, 'cause I know the way to your front step. I've been there 1,000 times before, but the fear is that if I come back again, I'll be locked outside your door. Once you've had but walked away, you wear the mark of the betrayed. It's hidden deep within my the fear is that if I come back again, I'll be locked outside your door. And I can feel on my skin tender hand that pulls me in. I can see a light it pours in a wide open door. But I know I'm dreaming on. By now I've been gone so long. It's too late to get back what was lost. 'Cause I know the way to your front step, and I've been there 1,000 times before. But the fear is that if I come back again, I'll be locked outside your door. See, the fear is that if I ever come back again, I'll be locked outside your door. Will I be locked outside your door? Where there once was death, where there once was pain, He is making all things new. Where there once was fear, and where there once was shame, let a flood of joy break through. Let it overflow. In the valley that is dried up, let the living waters rise up, rise up. In the valley that is dried up, let the living waters
let's rise up, rise up, rise up. In the valley that is dried up, let the living waters rise up, rise up.
Mile Marker Mike coming at you from Cheney, Kansas. This is one of the lakes that I did an intro to probably about 3 or 4 months ago on my video as I was adding to my videos for the Arizona ride. It's quite different here today compared to when I was just sitting over there where the water was kind of lapping on the shore and doing my video intro at that time. As you can look down on the area down here with all the ice and everything, the wind was blowing this direction, and a little bit of the mist created these mounds. They're a lot smaller than they were about 3 days ago, so I thought you might like to see that. Hopefully Cheney warms up fast enough. It's never been this icy before, so maybe summertime, might be June before we'd be able to get on the lake itself where it's not too cold. Anyway, we're closing up this video. This is episode number 19, and we're going to complete the end of this video of the Arizona ride. Highway 54 is a really cool road to go down. Instead of riding the interstate, you know, if you have a choice as a motorcycle rider of taking 35 and 40, take 54 from Wichita to Tucumcari, and so that way you get kind of a little bit of a homegrown feel of your ride. A lot of cool little communities on Highway 54. There's a lot of history that I added to in the beginning of my video about Highway 54 and the significance of it. Anyway, it's been kind of a little bit of a rough time of year for me. Had a little bit of a staph infection in my leg, and that's finally healed up pretty good. And then, of course, I was hospitalized for pneumonia and got out of the hospital from that, and everything's looking pretty good. Just trying to get my breath back. But anyway, as soon as the weather gets a little better, we're supposed to get temperatures of about probably about 60, 65 degrees here probably another couple weeks. So I'm going to do a little short ride probably to Caw Lake so you can kind of see one of the other lakes I go to. And Poppy. And that's in Oklahoma. It's a really big lake. It can almost take you a tank of gas just to get from one side to the other. That's how big it is. But anyway, this is Mile Marker Mike. We're at the 3-minute point and finishing off this video. I hope you've enjoyed following me on this ride. And anyway, signing off. Get a little video of my dog walking over there by the rocks. Here, Poppy. Yeah, this is Mile Marker Mike signing off.